What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to my channel. If you've been following my TikTok, you know I've been talking a lot about meal prep and the importance of being fully prepared, not only for your week, but for the month. Stop just being prepared for the day or thinking that you are. It's something that I have found in my own journey recently to be of an extra advantage to me. I'm always someone that can follow a weekly scripted plan and do so day to day. But if you throw in any extra variables of an appointment that I didn't expect, a client wanting to shift around, or got the snack at home, now my entire day is thrown off. And ultimately, it keeps me from getting to my goals as quickly as I would like. So, in the last month, I have found that by designing my plan for the week and actually preparing for the entire week right out of the start of the week, I am getting much better success. I am a skilled gym guy. I have been in the gym for years. And honestly, getting results with my body can sometimes be a little bit tricky. I know how to do it, so that gives me a head start over some people because I know what I'm doing, but my body is used to what I've been doing. So for me to ensure that I'm going to get the most out of the work that I'm putting in, I make sure that I am fully planned. Now, with my meal prep plan, I'm going to run you all through what I'm currently consuming and the whys for what I'm consuming. You will find that when you see what I eat in a day, you'll be absolutely like, whoa, how is it possible that you're going to lose weight on that plan? I do not have to sacrifice. Yes, it becomes a little mundane because I'm eating the same foods over and over again, but I'm taking joy in knowing that I'm getting to my goals and the food is full of a lot of flavor. All right, now that you know what it is that I'm eating, let's talk about it really quick. I want you to understand why I'm eating the things that I am eating. You will notice that my protein is extremely high, for it's near my actual body weight. And for somebody like me that has a lot of muscle mass, I'm trying to retain that in the process of losing weight. Anytime you're at a deficit, you can run the risk of losing your actual lean muscle. And that's a detriment to you all around for so many reasons. It's going to slow your metabolism. Your body is trying to do everything that it can to adjust around your deficit, generally for people who are starving themselves very quickly, because it does not want to deplete its storage. Remember, your body is trying to preserve you. We are working with a primitive mind in a modern world. Our brain is still operating off of cold months, it's famine, hot months, there's plenty. Now we have everything that we need readily available to us. So our bodies are operating on a system like that. You cannot go into starving yourself. So my protein being high is going to help me to retain my muscle mass. My carbs are actually pretty high in comparison to what most people think that they need to eat as far as carbs go. You have to supply your body with at least a certain amount of calories to sustain itself. That's part of the reason why macro tracking is better than just calorie tracking. You're making sure that you're getting the right things. Carbs are your fuel source. In order for me to get a good lift in the gym, I have got to fuel my muscles. So I do so by getting a good amount of carbs. I am still at a slight deficit, which helps me to be able to lose the weight. Also, you will notice that my fiber intake is at the daily recommended amount, sometimes a little bit more. If you want to feel good, especially with the amount of protein that one could end up consuming, you need to feel relieved. Fiber is going to make sure that everything is working properly. Your nutrients get broken down the moment you start eating and they pass through the body. They don't get absorbed until they make it to your lower intestine. Keep your system and your tract clean by eating your fiber. That way you get what you're supposed to be getting from your food. Also, you'll notice that my macros, so that's the nutrients and vitamins in my food, is pretty high. I'm getting my recommended amount. That is going to make sure that, I feel good overall. Like, it's great to be fit and to look good, but you also need to remember that your body is not just a machine. You can drill it. You have got to treat it with respect. Now, of course, with any plan, especially considering I'm on the go sometimes, there is the potential that you're going to have downfalls to a plan. I do have some things that people would consider downfalls with my current plan. I'm okay with them, but for some people, they are points of contention. My cholesterol is very high for my current meal plan. That's a reality. And honestly, if you break it down, it's really just coming from the eggs. It's not really anything else but that. The eggs are my biggest hindrance in keeping my cholesterol low. I could adjust it for something else, but eggs are something that make me happy. I enjoy them. And remember, when you think cholesterol, you're thinking of your LDL numbers. When the doctor is like, oh, your cholesterol is high, it's your LDL, your low density lipo acids. Your high density, your HDL, is what you get from exercise. Considering that I strength train 5 days a week, I walk a lot, and I usually do a decent amount of cardio, I'm going to build a lot of high density, the HDL, which will push out that low density cholesterol. So I'm not too worried about it. Also, something that is a concern, I should be aware of this, is my sodium. My sodium is already high from some of the foods being prepackaged. For instance, my fish, which I'm trying to save myself time by not having to cook it, has been smoked. Naturally, it's been salted. Can't do much about that except for take that extra time to cook, but I'm trying to be reasonable with myself. With my salt, I'm not worried about it because I drink over a gallon of water a day. And on top of that, again, I walk, I do my cardio, I am very active. Sodium is an electrolyte. Your body does use it in the overall process of producing energy. So I'm not too worried about it, but it is something to be aware of. I try to make sure that I do not add any additional salt to my body because like my foods, I won't salt them after I cook them, at least as much as possible, because I'm getting up there. It's enough. It's enough salt.